really good. How we can change that? Okay, so we know the water is H2O. Yeah, we know the water is H2O. So when you think, I'm gonna show you this one. This one is the magnetic inside. So and outside infrared. So what this happen is break the molecules. Constant work in your water. So when you put this in the water, it start to work. Flux magnetic constant in your water because inside is magnetic, outside infrared. So this is working. So this is very powerful. So when you put it up in its work, what is happen is breaking, separate the molecules and dissociate the H2O. So why? Is make all H negative plus H positive. Dissociate, break. So powerful. Then what's happened? The OH negative react with the minerals in the water because the water is normal minerals. They have minerals, yeah? So what's happened when you put that? Break it and make what? OH negative react with the minerals, make your blood alkaline. This is amazing. When someone find a tumor, what they need to do? Make the body alkaline. And this is what this project do. It does make your body alkaline. Simone, but my water is very poor in minerals. It's very poor. What do? We have the top H+. This one is inside, is a stone called dolomites. This is give you calcium and magnesium to your water. Can you imagine it? Give you calcium and magnesium. Like natural. It's naturally. So these work together. This one give you calcium magnesium. This is breaking the molecules, dissociate the H2O. So it's going to react with the mineral, make your body alkaline. But you not see the H positive was leaving behind. So when this happen, is reacting with the free radical inside us. So when you drink, this H positive react with the free radical because it's excess of the free radical. So it starts to neutralize that. So this is really important. People say to me, Simone, I've been drinking this water and I'm going so much to the toilet. This is crazy. I'm going to need to stop drinking this water. So please don't. Because this is not going to stay forever. It's just for in the beginning. Why? Because you have too much free radical in your body. For the stress, for what you eat, you produce and you put inside. So you have too much excess of the free radical. So that's why you still to go a lot to the toilet. But after, it's going to neutralize. So then it's going to be okay after. So you need to clean your body. Like if I stay a few days busy or traveling and don't drink enough water I should do, when I come back to drink properly, I start to go like crazy to the toilet again. Why? Because my body was producing again. I was eating something bad. So excess of free radical again on my body. So that's why you need to drink the right amount every single day. Because if you stay few days, drink less, your body going to produce again. So that's why you need to control. So it's going to be always controlled. Yeah. Why? Because the water should be like that. Work constantly, moving, isn't it? In the rocks, it's constant move. So oxygen, sunlight, perfect in the nature. Yeah. So the water to be life needs to be movement, sunlight, oxygen. That's it. So when you have that, it's perfect. But it's not this, the water is not the one come to our house. The one come to our house is stay still. It's not moving. So it's no sunlight because it's in the tubes. So it's no oxygen. It stays still. It's no movement. So when this water comes to our house, it's very heavy. I don't know if you notice, sometimes when you drink water, you feel like stuck here. Oh my God, this feel like this is what I don't like water. I don't like. A lot of people say to me, Simone, I don't drink water. I don't like water. Today, I went to see a friend of mine, and he said to me, he stayed 5 months without work because he had operation, because he got a lot of stones and problem in the kidney. So he had operation, so he stayed 5 months without work. So I look at him and I say, oh my God, this is really bad. 5 months without work. Why? He's so busy. He's got a restaurant. He's so busy because he's the chef. He's the one cook. He doesn't stop. He works every single day. Monday to Monday, he's there. It's no day off. So when you think someone work like crazy, and then suddenly he stay 5 months at home, why? Because he didn't have to do operation from the kidney. Why? No time for drink water. My friend, she live in Japan, and I send the product to her. And I say to her, please drink this amount. She say, I don't have time. I say, what do you mean you don't have time? Oh, where I work, I don't have time to drink water. I say, how? You just stay put in there on the side. When you need, you go drink a little bit and carry on work. No, I'm very busy there. I don't have time to drink water. If you have a job, you don't have time to drink water. Which kind of job is that? In a few months, you're going to have operation. How is it going to be? If you stay 5 months without go to work, you think you're still going to have that job? So this job is really worse for have operation, to have a problem in the kidney. Really shocked me to see my friend he stayed at home 5 months. Lucky he's the owner, isn't it? But he needs to come back because he's the owner. He needs to be there. To carry on his business, he needs to be there. But he's not drinking enough water. So this is making me very upset to see someone dedicate so much to the work and forget about your own healthy. This is really sad. It's really making me upset to see his go through for all this. Yeah. So another thing I show you here, why we need to drink a lot of water and why we need to drink a good quality of water, not just any water. Yeah. When the water stays still, become clusters. Yeah, the water stay like that, become heavy. The molecules grab it. So when you drink it, that's why it's stuck, because it's heavy. So this water does not hydrate your cells. Simone, I'm being drink water. 1 liter, 2 liters. But this water is a good water? At least it's a good water? No, it's a heavy water. Stay still. Simone, I buy water, mineral water. Do you think it's mineral? And that because it says mineral in the plastic, you think it's good? It stayed there for 5-6 years in that plastic. You really think that water is in the plastic, water bottle plastic, for 5-6 years? It's going to be good. It's going to be healthy. There's a lot of chemical in that plastic. So people really think, oh, it's a mineral, that's it. I thought about that as well. But then you start learning, say, oh, now I know. But before I didn't have idea. But when we put the Sylocimol, that was happened. The first one, break it. Yeah, that is heavy. But when we put the Sylocimol, this is what's happened. Break everything. Go inside. The water really go. The molecules go inside your cells. Then you hydrate yourself. Now you hydrate. Because it's so light. It's go deep and clean. Take the dirt from your cells and put in clean water inside. This is what we needed. That's why our body is 70% water. But people eat 70%, isn't it? We eat more than we drink water. Yeah? I used to eat much more than drink. I was drink a little bit, just a little bit. I go 1 glass, stay for a long time with me. Drink a little bit, talk, drink a little bit, talk. So maybe a day, how long? How many glasses of water I drink? If I drink just a little bit for all day, just a little bit, maybe 1 liter a day. So my body needs much more than 1 liter a day. Yeah. So, but good water. Yeah, very good water. And here for you understand better how this works.
First, the water that most people drink has lost its original structural characteristics from when it was alive in nature. In springs, streams, and rivers, water is constantly moving. This favors its oxygenation, in addition to its structure being composed of small molecules, which increases its hydration power in the body. When water is stored or kept in containers, its surface tension is altered. Thus, it becomes much heavier, with the formation of large molecule clusters, which are completely disorganized and lose oxygen. This molecular change compromises the penetration of water into cells that form organ tissues. But the original characteristics of water, so necessary for good cellular hydration, can be restored. This is where magnetic treatment comes in. When water is subjected to a magnetic field, an event called hydrolysis occurs, which means breaking up of water. That is, the movement caused by the molecules causes a rupture of the clusters and promotes rearrangement into much smaller structures. Thus, these H2O molecules penetrate the cells much more easily, promoting better cellular hydration and cleaning. The second point, observed in the various studies carried out with magnetized water, is that it contributes to a reduction of excess of free radicals. How does this happen? When water undergoes magnetic treatment, there is an ionic dissociation, that is, the H2O water molecule, formed by two hydrogen atoms and one oxygen atom, breaks up, releasing hydroxyl ions and hydrogen ions. Excess free radicals that are present in the body are negative ions, and they combine with hydrogen ions, forming new H2O molecules, thus removing them from the body. This is a very simple chemical equation that has been observed by several researchers. The third point is about the contribution to the maintenance of blood alkalinity, helping the mechanisms of our body. In hydrolysis, as we have seen, there are negative hydroxyl ions left over. This hydroxyl reacts with magnesium and calcium ions present in vital environments of our body, forming alkaline hydroxyls, in this case, magnesium and calcium hydroxyls. These reactions help in the maintenance of blood pH and oxygen content. It is for all these reasons that water treated magnetically helps in the maintenance of good health.
So now you can have more idea how this works, yeah? And who created that? Senhor Carlos Henrique. He is a Brazilian, and he created that in 2004. So this project is already 22 years already. Why he created that? Because he heard magnetized water is very famous and very popular in Japan. So what he did, he created the Sylocimol. He said, I can do that. Why? Because he's an engineer. So he creates something to work all the time in the water and get benefits on that. So he started himself and his farms and the family first. And then when he saw the result, he said, now I can do something bigger than that. So then he opened the business and started to spread this in Brazil. So this company is already 22 years in Brazil. We have certificate of integrity from the Brazil Federal Congress. The company is in Uberlândia, Minas Gerais. I went there because I want to see the company. I want to understand how properly this works before I start to do the business. I want the company to meet them. And I was surprised to see how much they love to work in there, how much they help people there. So because the way they help, they come back to them, because it really is a blessing. You feel like inside there is the energy, the blessing is there. Because they work with something, they help people every single day. So that's why I love this project, because it's something touch really people's life. Yeah. So that's why for me it's a bless, because we already have 52 articles published in the Google Scholar. So go search about, not just Google, tap in Google. No, go in Google and put Google Scholar. When you get in the Google Scholar, then you put the Sylocimol. Then you write there, Sylocimol inside the Google Scholar, or magnetized water. Then you're going to see all the study being done just with Sylocimol. That's why we say Sylocimol is the only one scientific proof. It's the only one you're going to find in Google Scholar, is Sylocimol. Yeah? Because I heard people say, oh, I work with something and it's a scientific proof. I say, okay, can I check on the Google Scholar? When I go there, I say, it's not here. It's nothing here about your product. But if you like your product already and it's good, can imagine the one I work with, because have scientific proof. So you're gonna see better with mine. If you already like yours, try mine. This is what I tell everybody, just try my water as well. If you like yours already, try our one. You're gonna see the difference. And that's why now, in 4 years, when I started this business, I started to bring to UK, and from here, spread. So now we are more than 20 countries who work with this business now. Yeah. He is the Timol recognized from the Federal Congress in Brazil. And he is the technology not just in Brazil, but is in America as well. So being tested in America is in the book of discovery. And what's the effect of magnetized water? Alkalination of the blood, increase the bone mineral mass, increase the blood oxygen, and increase in minerals by the top H+. So if you put the top H+, is the green one, what you give calcium, magnesium, the stones. So this one is for 3 years. Can you imagine? You put it there, live in there, 3 years, you don't need to worry about your minerals in the water. Simone, how about the blue one, the Sylocimol? How long do I need to change? A lot of people say, Simone, every month I need to change 30 years. Can you imagine? You get something, it's going to last for 30 years in your water. Just live there. Of course, if you break, no, but if you look after, this is going to be for a long time. So what you buy today can live for 30 years. Your phone, every 3 years, I need to change. Every 3 years, I need to change my phone. Yeah, because it started to slow down. I try to touch it, and it takes so long to move, change a page. And today, if you buy a computer, if you buy a wash machine, everything after a few years, you need to change. It doesn't stay there forever. Yeah, but Sylocimol, if you look after, you're gonna have for a long time. Don't need to do anything, no charge or nothing. Just leave there. How you use it? If you have a water bottle, you can use the small one. Yeah, the small one you can put in your water bottle for 3 years the same. Yeah, even the small or the big one. The combo mega, that big one, it can make up to 20 liters. So you can put in the big filter. That's why you use it a lot there in Brazil. In the jug, on the water bottle, whatever you want, you can put. Simone, but mind the 20 liters. Can I use in 1 liter? Yes, you can use in 1 liter. Just the 3 liters, the small one, you cannot put in 4 or 5 liters. Yeah, just 3 liters. And then we have a lot of testimonies, because this project is already is long time, like we say, 22 years. Can you imagine how many testimonies we have for the company carry on work and work? We are 70,000 people work for the company in Brazil, just in Brazil. 70,000 people in Brazil work with this company. So why? 70,000 people try the water, see the benefits, and decide to work with this company. So can you imagine how many people, these 70,000 people being helping, and what later I'm going to talk about, being help other people as well. Here is some testimony, but I'm going to pass that because we're going to have some live one. Yeah? So this is just what you see. Here's someone diabetic. Is helping as well a lot of people diabetic. This is before, after. Yeah. You can see before. So after and before. So you can see people visualize how they look up there. Yeah. And it's important to say this is not intended to kill, but it's gonna help. If you do a treatment, you need water. If you drink a medication, you need water. Yeah. If you do a massage, they say, oh, drink a lot, plenty of water after. So any treatment you're gonna do, they say drink a lot of water. So why don't drink a good water? Yeah. So it's important to say it's no kill, but it's gonna help you because you're gonna drink a good water. So I'm gonna stop here, and I'm gonna see if Leroy is here. Yes, Leroy?
I'm here. Yes, I'm here.
Yes.
Live and kicking. Yeah, finally
This
made it
is a
back on.
bliss. So if
You
someone
have
wants
any
to give a little
yeah?
testimony.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah. I don't know if someone wants to be here and say, give you some testimony. Yes. If you know, you decide and you can carry on.
Yeah, if there's any testimonials, please let us know. Raise your hand, and we will come to you. Let me see if there's any participants. Otherwise, I'm going to get my PowerPoint ready whilst people are thinking about it. I will get my PowerPoint ready. I wasn't on the call to start, as I had a bit of a technical problem. But did we have any guests on the call that has not seen this before, or is everybody already in the business? Let's see. I take it we're all in. If you are a guest, put a 1 in the chat for me. And if not, I will switch to the second part of my course dismiss. Yeah, I think we're all in the business already. So without further ado, I have to be on another Zoom in 20 minutes. Let me get into it. So on Mondays we like to share both sides to our business. Of course, we have an amazing opportunity to help a lot of people with technology, with a product offering that a lot of people, quite frankly, just don't know about it. So how are we going to let people know about it? Well, the company is not going to spend money on advertising. They'll rather invest that money in you. And so we have a partnership via a franchise model. And Simone has a friend, she had spent a lot of money on a franchise, and it's not cheap, guys. As anybody who's ever gone down this road, I've looked at franchises, franchise events, and you're looking at 5 figures upwards easy for the cheapest one, and that was years ago. So I could only imagine now that people will have to shell out a lot of money. So the nice thing about what we have, my friends. Oh, there is a guest on the call. All right, so somebody just posted Joyce, guest on the call. All right, great to know, guys. So let me. I mean, I don't know if anybody wants to share their testimony, because obviously we just went through it, but I'll just let you know for myself what happened for me, and maybe that might trigger anybody else to want to share as well. I had been struggling for years with a pain, and oh, cool. All right, nice one, Dion. Yeah, you mentioned. So welcome, Joyce. I had a pain in my hip, and well, it was initially a sciatica pain that I had, and trust me, up until my 50s, I was good. I had zero issues on that scale, and then I started to get these pains. I couldn't even spell sciatica. I was like, what the heck is this all about? And I started to go to the chiropractor. Now, I was traveling. I do a lot of travel, and I think that triggered it, because I'm carrying bags and I'm traveling up and down on the tube and whatever else, right? And I think that triggered it. And sleeping in different hotel beds and stuff like that, right? I definitely noticed sleeping on different beds triggered it. Anyway, this was going on, and I was seeing chiropractors in the UK. I was seeing chiropractors in Canada, and trying to reduce the pain I was getting. It was horrible. If anyone's gone through it, you know what I'm talking about. And that pain, thankfully, kind of went, but it lodged itself, funny enough, in my hip. I don't even know why, but it kind of just stayed in my hip. Every now and then it will trigger. And I was getting physio work done. Now, I'm not a good one when it comes to following routine. I was told, my wife was like, oh, you got to do these stretches and stuff like that. And I'm like, yeah, I know. And so I was doing stretches and all this stuff. Nothing was really working. Anyway, this has been going on for years, right? And it wasn't always there, thank God. It would just come every now and then. But the pain in my hip just wouldn't go. And then I heard about this product. A friend of mine, Glenn, reached out to me, was telling me about some projects, and well, one other project and this. And the other project, I don't even know if it lasted, to be honest, some online, ROI deal. But the water thing really resonated, and I saw all these testimonials on this call, and I've been watching it since January, and I was flying to the UK in February, and I was like, if this works anywhere 10% of what I'm hearing, I'm all in, because I was hearing testimonials that just blew me away. I'm like, no, man, I ain't for real here. Like, what I'm hearing with this product, I couldn't believe it. And so I went on the product, and within a few days, I was actually speaking to a friend about the product, and I was in her car. We was talking about it, and she was interested in learning more about it. And I was like, you know what? The pain that I'm having in my hip, I wasn't even feeling it anymore. And my biggest challenge was I wasn't really drinking a lot of water, right? I was one of those ones that didn't really like the taste of the water. I tried different brands, hoping that would make the difference. I still wasn't drinking more than 2 liters a day. Guys, let me show you my water bottle. And this is a replacement one because my other one cracked. But I bought this and I'm just filling this jug up. I flew back from Florida last night, and when I was on the plane, I just I just gave this to the flight attendant. I was like, fill it. You know what I'm saying? Fill it. And she filled it for me. And I drank this down to probably like the quarter. Even before I got off the flight, I was drinking this thing, guzzling it down, getting off the flight, drinking this water. I'm a guy that was barely drinking. And I tell you now, the pain that I had previously, it's like, thank God, it's not there. It's like literally I've gone from at its worst, it'll be a point where I would sit down and, you know, I'll be in church sometimes sitting down and I couldn't get up because the pain was just, I just had to settle myself and then wait and then get up. You know, it was ridiculous. I'm like, I'm in my early 50s. What is all this about? Anyway, thank God this product is the only thing of the countless. And I was going to the chiropractor 2, sometimes 3 times a week. I was really on it. Hoping that would just my movement, whatever it took to reduce it. And then I started to just reduce the amount of times I was going to the chiropractor to a point where I wasn't going at all. And this one product here I got back in February. What are we talking about now? 6 months? About 6 months ago, I got, and it has transformed my life. I'm so grateful for everybody involved in this company, down to Simone, who, you know, made that bridge, that connection from Brazil to the UK, and then we got a chance to get our hands on this product. So yeah, I'm forever grateful, my friend, totally grateful. So that's me. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I don't know if there's anyone else that wants to share. But like I said, it's a Monday, and we do want to get into the numbers on this. But on a Thursday, same time, same channel, we do have, it's more of our testimonials Thursday calls, where we do have a lot of live testimonials being shared on that call. And so we purposely build the call around so people can come on and share. But on these Monday calls, guys, this is Money Mondays. And so I want to get into the money because we have a great product, great company. And I'm going to share. Am I sharing? No, I'm not sharing, am I? So I want to share with you how you get paid from doing what you're going to do anyway. Guys, before this product, before I was even part of the company, funny enough, another friend of mine, she has sciatica pain. And I was like, if this could help her, then fantastic. And it did. Within 2 days, she called me back, and I wasn't even in the business. Somebody in Florida was able to get the product to her. And thank God it helped. And the only thing is she works at night, and she noticed when she drinks it, it makes her relax and she wants to sleep. I said, well, that's not going to be good for you doing a night job. But it's great for the body because the body wants to heal itself, right? And the body heals itself when it rests, when it's in a rested state. So, don't go against the body. But I know everybody works different shifts and stuff like that. But this product will give you what you need, help you recuperate and help your cells do what they're designed to do. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking about a career plan for those of you who already are doing what we do. We generally promote things, we tell people about things just because it's worked for us. We saw something, we tell somebody about it. We see a great film, we talk about it. We had a great meal at a restaurant. And guys, if you are ever in Orlando, oh my goodness, and you like Italian food, even if you don't like Italian food, there is a restaurant I'm giving a 5-star review to. I'm telling every single person about this restaurant. Do you think that restaurant's paying me an affiliate check? No, but it was so good. I'm telling everybody about this. Anybody that's in Orlando, man, they have to check out this restaurant called Vicento. Unbelievable. So guys, this is what we do. It's very straightforward. It's a great business proposal. We have a great product. I think you know by now, we all need magnetized water. All right, that makes a massive difference to the water that we're already drinking. And obviously for me, it increased my intake of water, which is why I'm getting so many benefits. So I'm going to be talking about 2 different channels, but 6 different ways to get paid. So the first way is through what we normally do. It talks about team building, referrals, friends, family, just doing what you ever do, guys. We're not going to teach you how to suck eggs. We're just teaching you how to get paid for doing what you already do, right? And that's sharing something that you like, and we have a great product we like. So the other aspect is retail sales. If somebody wants the product, we're going to put you in a position where you can get paid directly from the company because you are involved with us. Okay, so there's two different channels, and leverage, my friends, is what the wealthy do. Okay, they don't worry about exchanging their time for money. Okay, that's just the first way that we were introduced. When we learn about how we're going out there in the workplace, we exchange our time for money. We do 8 hours of work, we want to get paid at least 8 hours. Be nice if they paid us more, but they generally don't. So we want to know how we can leverage that. So I'm going to show you how you can leverage that. This is traditional business, guys. You know, when we buy a product from the store, it goes through many different hands, right? From the industry who created it all the way to the consumer. By the time consumer gets it, you know, everybody's paid a little bit, markup, and then we get it. So with our model, we get rid of all of that, okay? We've got the company, the industry on the left of us, and on the right of us is our customer. We're the bridge in between the two. The company wouldn't know about your customer, your friend, your cousin, your niece, your nephew, your mum, your dad, if it wasn't for you. So rather than them paying Facebook ads, buying billboard ads in an airport or whatever, no, they're going to pay you that money for you keeping this open. You know, the more you keep this open, the more you get paid in this industry. And the great thing is, with social media, with technology, you can send a link out, you can send a flyer out. I sent a poster, somebody saw it on my WhatsApp status. I just saw that they responded to it and was asking me how much it was. Another person saw it on my WhatsApp status. They was asking me about, oh, this will be interesting, good for my sister. Did I speak to them about it? No, I posted it. And then they came back to me. So whichever method you use to get your clientele, use whatever's available to you. The more different channels, obviously the more eyes are going to see what you're doing. And we have different ways that I'm sharing with people how they can get more people to see what you're up to. All right. So I'm going to show you a very simple, basic formula, as you will, to sharing this information. So let's say I did a post in the morning and I did a post in the evening. Or I spoke to somebody in the morning, I spoke to somebody in the evening, and I did that only Monday to Friday, and I stopped at that. 5 days, 5 days a week, 4 weeks in a month. I've exposed this to 40 exposures, right? And again, when I'm talking about this, I'm not talking about doing a presentation. Might be sharing some information. I'm not doing a physical presentation myself. I could direct them to a recording. We've got many recordings, or people may see it. They may see a short testimonial, a post or something that grabs their attention, and then from that we have a dialogue. Okay, so there's many different ways to do it. I'm going to show you the first way of making money here with one of the products. The company has several products, but I'm going to show you on this product, Sylocimol, the mini version and the max mega combo. This is the mega combo, and the reason why I'm going to show you this one is because we get a discount based on the more sales you do, right? So if you, and there's a little caveat to that, you know, when you build a business, I'm going to show you in a minute, you sell at least 5 of these, okay, you're going to be in a position where you can earn at least 180 euro per sell. All right, so with my example of you sharing it in the morning and in the evening, you might end up getting 1 sell per week. Okay, so 1 sell per week, max, you know, 4 weeks in a month, you end up with 720 euro. Not too shabby, okay? Not too shabby at all. This can take care of a bill, can take care of a credit card, can take care of a car note. If you ended up selling 3 in a week, all right, that's now 2,160. Now you're now maybe talking about a rent payment or even a mortgage payment, or you go even further. You did 5 in a week, and that's I wasn't there on the call on Thursday, but Simone had somebody on the call who's been in the business a long time. They're probably doing, their numbers are probably way bigger than what I'm sharing with you right now. But doing 5 in a week, right? 3,600. That could be used for a lot of different things, my friend. So only you would know, what could I use that money for? through sharing a product that everybody needs, but everybody does not know about. We are in such a great, blessed opportunity, my friends, to be the first to tell your friends and family about this, because nobody knows about it. Let's be real. 22 years the company's been around, and yet we're not even scratched to scratch of the surface in any market. So the other way, second way, if you're making notes, getting paid. You bring on somebody who does exactly what you're doing. We have a franchisee model. I'll show you what that looks like in terms of getting involved. But you share this with somebody and you can get paid anywhere from 80 euros all the way up to 322 euro based on somebody's level that they come in at. So we have the silver membership here. It pays you 80 euros. The gold membership, which is 161, I should say franchise, and the platinum 322. Somebody could come in at silver and then upgrade to the gold. Guess what? You get paid again. And then they upgrade to platinum. Guess what? You get paid again. All right. So you know that one transaction pays you. Now, if you're want to get off to a fast start, we do have a fast start bonus. So the company will reward you through people that you don't even know. How does that work? Your personals, we call them your directs, people that you personally introduced. You had a conversation with them. They in turn have a conversation with their people that they know. Now, if you do this model within a 45-day period of when you register, two members coming on board, let's say direct, the first direct underneath you. These are people that you don't know, guys. This is leveraged income. What did you do to necessarily sign up or know about these people to get paid on them? Nothing, but you spoke to the initial person. You had the domino effect. You've kicked off that first domino. Now that domino hits that domino, and then so forth and so forth. So we've got people who've kicked dominoes for over 10 years, and they're still earning because of the network. And I'll show you how that looks like. So we have a fast start bonus. This is in Brazilian reais. We're going to, roughly around 30 odd euros upwards based on silver, gold, and franchise. Over outside of Brazil, we don't have the bronze franchise. So those levels there. We also have other bonuses as well. I'm going to show you again the other bonuses that you can benefit from. But I just want to show you this here. With this bonus, which is a new bonus that the company introduced, when it comes to sharing it or qualifying for it, a lot of companies that I've been around this industry a long time. A lot of the time, for you to qualify, the companies want you to constantly recruit. All right, and then it becomes a bit daunting, tasking. Oh gosh, I've got to bring more people in. But when you don't have those stipulations on you, you just naturally want to share it, which is kind of the reverse psychology. So with this company, with this bonus, 3 people is all required to go from this bonus, which is the leader level, all the way to black diamond. In fact, to max the compensation plan in this business, you only need 6 people. 6 people. We don't recommend having that as your maximum target. Their minimum should be your maximum, but to know for the life of the business, you only need 6 people. Okay, so it's amazing. So again, this is a bonus which pays you based on your rank and your levels, which we won't dissect all tonight. So another bonus you can earn, which I love this as well. So we have a binary system here, which means we build a team on the left and a team on the right. We typically get paid on our weaker leg. So if we've got more volume, more business on one leg, which normally what we call a running leg, we need to kind of balance that out because you'll have a leg that hasn't got as much, but that's the leg you're going to get paid on. Now, regardless of the legs, this bonus gets paid to you. This is going to I'm giving you an example of somebody who came in at the gold franchise level and not the silver and not the platinum. So this is just at the gold franchise level. You'll get paid 36 euros, 36.80 euro on somebody coming into your binary. Now, what if you didn't introduce these people? This is when this becomes really powerful. You're going to get paid on these individuals. Could you imagine? You introduced 4 people, and those 4 went in turn and introduced it to their people. See, now you've got 16 people in your level 2, and so forth and so forth. If everybody did that, which would be in perfect maths, which never happens, right? Because people are people. But you've got an opportunity here to earn to infinity this bonus. So as these levels start to progress, you might know some people on your level 2 because you might have mutual friends or friends and family. what's the likelihood of you knowing people on your 5th, 6th, and 7th level? These are individuals that somebody's getting paid on in the company, and they didn't have anything direct access to it, which is why I'm talking about the power of leverage. You sharing it with somebody and them sharing it, and so forth and so forth. What if you personally introduce that person? Then not only do you get the 3680, you also get the unilevel bonus added to it. So you get the two benefits of it. So again, if you can share, brilliant. Keep sharing. Don't stop at 4. Try and go all the way to level 6. Set your intention out there from day 1 and go beyond that, because you'll be surprised what happens when you start sharing this. People want it. All right. Unilevel bonus. Now, this is the residual income part. Now, the reason why I got involved in this whole home-based industry in the first place was to earn residual income. And a lot of us probably would say, yeah, I want to earn an income that I earn from repeat business that I started off many months, many years, many weeks ago. So there's people involved in this company, and I really want this to land. This company's been going for 22 years, right? 22 years. Most platforms I've seen over the past several years, they don't even last 22 weeks. And you know, we know the kind of companies that don't have any footprint after a certain amount of traction, right? They all look good up front, but they don't last. There's no sustainability. So to have a company that's been around 22 years that can literally and realistically pay you over years is a godsend in itself, with a product that everybody needs. Come on now. So $2.27 every time somebody buys their combo, right? So they're in business, they want to keep active, they buy a product from the company, and that product, we're not talking about garage filling companies here or products here, right? We know companies back in the day, people used to fill up their garage so that they'll be qualified. We don't need to do that here, guys. You buy the product, it's a residual income that gets kicked off. $2.27. You might be thinking, come on, what's that? You know, I'm here to make big money. You're talking about $2.27. I want you to look at the power of maths as we grow our business. As time goes on, may not be like this day one, but as time goes on, you know, you're going to end up with hundreds of people. Then those hundreds will turn into thousands of people. As long as you stick around. And then we end up with people on your level 5. Over 1,000 people on your level 5. That earns you an extra $2,000 on top of what you're earning. This is passive income, guys. You know, I always say this. My cousin used to play in a great band in the UK. He hasn't done anything with that band for years, decades. But guess what? He's still getting paid every quarter. He receives a royalty check. Thank goodness for that. Now, you may not be blessed to have a great voice or talent in that respect, but I'm sure you can speak to somebody about a product that can help them with their health and their finances, and they'll be very grateful. You know what? I've known Glenn, my sponsor, for decades. I don't recall any other company that I've got involved with where I'm just always grateful and thankful for him introducing me to. Besides this, it took 20 years maybe for him to hit the jackpot with this, because this is a gold mine, guys. This is absolutely brilliant, for especially what it's done for me and what it's done for so many other people that you've heard about from this company. So the franchise model, you want to get involved with us, it starts from 840 euros. That's roughly, with shipping and everything, roughly about 760 quid. That gives you one product, which is the mega combo, the one I've been talking about. You have a bit more disposable, you can get involved with, come in at the gold level. You get two products, you get the silver and the gold. But again, if you don't have the funds to do that, get in where you fit in. And platinum, top of the tree, 2,460 euro. That gives you the two product, but each level that you escalate to gives you more money in the compensation plan. Okay, so I'm going to touch on the compensation plan. Like I said, we all got a whole curriculum here for those of you who want to grow with us, and I'm going to speak real quick now. So we go from a consultant. Everybody that comes through the front door starts off as a consultant, whether it's silver, gold, platinum, as I showed previously. And then to be qualified as a distributor, okay, there's different ways here. We're talking about having at least 2 directs and your Sylocimol, the mega combo. You can reduce the cost, so you get more earnings on that product once you've done 5 sales for that. That product is actually more cost effective than the mini ones because you can actually use more of the product in one go. You know, that one treats up to 20 liters as opposed to 3 liters. But of course, you have the both if you can. I have the mini with me because you know, it's a 2 liter bottle, which is perfect. Oh, you have 2 directs and one of them refers 2 directs, or you have 4 directs. So whichever way you chop it up, that qualifies you as a distributor. And so you're getting your legs balanced. You know that you've got 2, you've got one on your left and one on your right. Then leader now, you've got 3 active directs. Like I mentioned, we went from the 3 to the 6, and that should be the ultimate target if you're looking to maximize the comp plan. This earns you an additional 25% of the unit level. So again, don't minimize your earnings if you have the ability to maximize it. I don't like to leave money on the table. I'm sure you don't either. If you are in that position to do so, do it. If you can have 2 directs, but knowing that you could earn more if you brought one more person to the table, then get that 3rd person in through the door, right? We go from, now these gemstones go all the way from ruby to diamond. So ruby, this is where you now need to be at least the gold or the platinum level. So you go from silver to gold, and then platinum, which is the ultimate. So at least 4 directs at this level, and each of them having at least 1 active. This, my friends, gives you another pay grade upgrade. You know, when I was flying back from Orlando, some people were stuck. In fact, one lady, she was traveling with WestJet, and WestJet were on a strike. And why do companies go on strike and employees go on strike? Money. And so here, give yourself an upgrade. Give yourself a pay grade. 50% of the unit level right there, my friends. And the points up to the 5th level. So if you can see all this in your back office. You get a back office from the company. You can see how many people you have on whatever level. You should get started to get excited. But if you see people trickling on your level 4 and 5, but you aren't personally qualified, again, you're leaving those points on the table. Those points accumulate into prizes. We see here, it will give you this JBL stuff. Of course, if you're outside of Brazil, they'll give you the equivalent of that. Emerald, again, the great level to aim for. Having 5 directs active, 2 actives in each leg. 100% of the unit level earnings here, and points up to your 6th level. Again, points you can exchange. Diamond, now where you need to be platinum. So as we step away from silver, if you came in at silver or gold, now you definitely need to be at the platinum level, which is ultimately the goal. So as I say to people, this is your business. Nobody's going to tell you what to do and how to run it. You do whatever you choose, but it'll be in your best interest to, you know, feed back into your business. You're making sales, you're growing your network, feed that money, and you can do that. You can see how much money you've got in your back office, and you can upgrade yourself to the higher level. So again, you can track all of this, very comprehensive. 100% of the unit level earnings here, guys, points up to your 7th level, and 36% of the binary. So again, that binary income, the same level of work you're doing when you first started, but now you're earning more. Why? Because now you're at the diamond level and you expose yourself to more income. So that's why platinum is where it's at. You know, you want to aim to get to. So we go from diamond 1 star all the way to 5 star. Remember that group 5 star? Yeah, I do. Love my 80s music. So this is 4 star, 5 star. Guys, people, you know, we have people in the company that have benefited from these cars. They've won these cars. You know, again, 6, remember I said 6 active directs, maintaining 4 actives, and so forth, right? These points will be given to you, which will be, you know, equivalent to what you need financially. And then, you know, like I said, the 5 star. Remember 5 star? They had these cars, right? They couldn't even drive. That was the crazy thing, right? When 5 star first came on the scene, they were making so much money, and they bought all of these fast cars and stuff like that, but none of them could drive. It was quite hilarious. They should have joined Timol, and they could have just earned it for free, but that was another time, my friends. Nobody introduced them to Timol. But here we go. 5 star diamond is the peak of the bunch, my friends. And again, you're now going from 36% to 48% at the 4 star diamond, and then you go to 54% of the binary bonus. Major upgrade. And again, what I love about it is that you see there requirements, you're now 100% of the uni level. You're earning down to 15 levels. And like I said, guys, you know, a lot of us have been around the block. We've seen company A, B, C, D, E, F, and they're trying, you know, their first thing they're trying to attract you with is that, oh, you can get paid down to 15 levels, but they've got a product that sucks, right? It won't last. It's about get in now, get in early, because we won't last long. Here, guys, we're dealing with a company that has been around 22 years with a product that we all can benefit from, and a compensation plan that will test against any other company, stand up against any other company out there, right? So this is in your hands. We have a, like I said, we have a franchise model that works, and we're only getting started, guys. It's only getting better. Yeah, the company have got big plans, especially for the UK market. As we know, you launch a company in the UK, that opens up the market for so many places around the world. This guy's calling me. Don't call me now. Opens up many different places, because we know UK is a major hub for business, for different nationalities. You know, you can launch an international global business all from your backyard, especially in places like the UK. So the goal is, guys, we're looking to get our numbers up in the UK. So there'll be franchising, there'll be a warehouse in the UK where people can get their product to. But right now, guys, we're still getting it phenomenally quick, like amazingly quick from Portugal. I mean, I'm amazed how quick the product does actually arrive in the UK once you place an order. So that is it, my friends. Whoever's invited you on, please get back to them if you want to know more details about how you can really, you know, take this to task. You know, we'll be able to help you out with that. But that is my piece. Simone, I'm going to hand it back to you. Is there anything you want to say to close out our meeting tonight?
Yes, I just want to say this project came into my life right time, because I was looking for something, a new opportunity. And why I start to work is because my daughter got better. When I saw the result on my daughter, because she suffered a lot with cramps, and when I saw the result on her, I say, you know, I need to help other girls. This was the goal. I think my daughter is here. I don't know if she's gonna be able to stay just 1 minute. Yeah. Can you open your microphone? My daughter is here, so she can tell how it works for her. Yes? Hi, my love.
Hi, Emma. So yeah, what she was saying. So yeah, I used to suffer like really, really badly with cramps. And obviously when my mom got introduced to the product, I was like in complete disbelief. Like I genuinely didn't even want the water to work. My goal was actually to like disprove her from from it working. But then I ended up trying out the water, and because of I was already quite fit and active. I was already going to the gym often. I was eating well. I was drinking already a lot of water at that point. When I started drinking it, my results were really quickly. So I started feeling my period came, like 2 weeks after me starting to drink it. And then, from then, I just haven't been able to feel it. Like, I don't feel my cramps anymore. I don't feel sick. I don't feel like I used to go doctors, hospitals all the time. I would have to have like 4 medication, like I would have 2 paracetamols, 2 ibuprofen, just to kind of put me in like a mellow tone so I could try and sleep. And I used to take them every like 2 to 3 hours at that time, when you're meant to take them every 4 hours, just to kind of doze me off a little bit, because it was just so much pain that I couldn't handle it. And yeah, since drinking the water, it's been like what, 4 years? 4 years now? 4 years drinking it. Where's my bottle actually? I just finished work, so I'm in the car. I'm about to drive home now. But I keep my lovely bottle. I just filled it up for tonight because I'm drinking it. So it's my lovely 2 liter and a bit bottle. So I try and drink at least one of these a day or more. And I can take it everywhere with me. And I've gotten my roommate to start drinking it now. I've gotten my friends. I've got my friends' families starting drinking it now, and they're all really enjoying it. So yeah, if you get a chance, highly recommend it.
This is good, yeah, because she tried to prove me I'm wrong. So
I actually tried to disprove her, I guess you would say, because I was. It's so when people say like, oh, it's just in your mind. You know how some people are like, oh, it's just if you think it's gonna work, it's gonna work. I was the complete opposite. I wanted to make sure it didn't work. So I was hoping it didn't work and send it did it so complete like what's it called? Uno twist. Reverse twist on me, and I felt it immediately. Like my period came in 2 weeks after starting drinking it, and I didn't have to take any form of medication, and that was the first time in my life ever that happening. So I was really shocked. Really, really shocked.
Yeah, that's the reason I start to work with this, and that's why I have so much passion. Is I love this project because to see my daughter suffer every single month was really hurting me. Every night I need to massage her back, and she feel dizzy because she drink too much medication. To see her don't have that pain anymore, I feel like I need to work with this because everybody deserves to know about this project. And my goal was girls with cramps, isn't it? But I've been helping so many people, and this is really a blessing with kidney problem, psoriasis, asthma, so many problems, diabetic people as well, cancer, like my own sister find breast cancer. And I just say to her, please drink properly this water, because she had the product, but she just drinks sometimes. She didn't care. But when she find out the breast cancer, I say, please just do it properly. And I'm glad because she went through for the chemo, for everything. And she used to go out and go after chemo, go out, go a barbecue. Didn't feel that hard, And this for me is a blessing. That's why I love this project, and everybody deserves to know about and to drink this product. Use the water, and then of course decide. But this is really a blessing. So thank you, my daughter. Thank you, Jasmine. Thank you, Leroy, for another amazing presentation. And please try the water. You're gonna see, isn't it? Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you. Well, I won't see you guys on Thursday, but the next one is on Thursday, so join us. Invite a friend, my friends. God bless you. Take care.
Bless
Thanks for
you.
that testimony, Jasmine. Beautiful.
Thank you,
All right.
bye.
Take care, guys.
Take care.